Aloha, my name is Jacqueline, and along with Alex and Rita, we have a cyber literacy student guide that involves some PowerPoints, some lectures, some videos, some articles, and some exercises. And to get you started, I just want to introduce you to information literacy and becoming a lifelong learner through understanding the research process and Boolean logic. Since you guys are in cyber psychology, I think it's important that you guys understand what cyber literacy is, and we want to all become multi-literate in this information age because of all of the technology that is out there. We need to understand technophobia and if people are suffering from information overload because of all of this info chaos that's out there. So, hopefully, today you'll become more informed and educated and desire to continue learning throughout your life. So, because there's actually strategies and skills that can make you more effective searchers. And this will lower your information anxiety once you acquire this knowledge and training, and it'll help all of us cope with the information explosion. So, basically, becoming information literate has to do with being able to find, evaluate, analyze, integrate, communicate, and use information to solve problems, create new ideas, make informed decisions, and turn data into meaning. So we all need to be able to think critically about the information that is out there by being able to cooperate with sources, evaluating them, citing them, whether it's becoming media literate, visual literate, information and communication technology just demands a lot from us. So when it comes to cyber literacy, it's all about what these technologies should become, and so we can actively participate with internet content, express our own viewpoints, and understand the social and ethical issues that are involved here. So in order to become a lifelong learner, deep learners, they don't not only want to understand the information, but they can also apply it appropriately in a variety of settings. This is just an example of a learning style. You guys can feel free to pause on this if you want to look at it more. But Cole basically developed learning styles, and it has to do with, whether you're having a concrete experience or reflective or abstract or active. He says that learning is the process whereby knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. And I want to talk to you guys about the research process. Something to think about that everything is information, whether it's factual, analytical, or subjective. And so your objective is to present truth. And so research is a problem solving process. It's where you identify, you collect, you evaluate, and you present. And so these are just some of the things that can help you throughout this process that we're going to go over today. Basically, something to think about that we write for human beings, by human beings. We write as persons, and how we are affected, how we process things, and how we experience them all goes into this process. So this is just to get started about how you explore the research question, and you of course want to choose a topic. So you got to think about what you are going to write, for whom you're going to write it, and for what purpose. And research can be a lot of fun, but it is easier if you have defined your topic. A research question is clear, focused, concise, and become complex and arguable. It's a question that surrounds your research, so you should select a topic that you are interested in or care about. Think of a topic that helps you focus your research, through reading or asking questions. Start broad and then you can narrow it down. As far as being narrow, think of time periods or types of sources or a certain aspect of the topic. Frame your research question by, who will your audience be? Where, does this happen? What are the effects? You ask how, you ask why, and you basically, Flannery O'Connor has said, you may write for the joy of it, but the act of writing is not complete in itself. It has its end and its audience. So what are we trying to understand? Then you have to think about the types of resources that you're selecting. A primary resource is one that's in its original form, where it first appeared. Could be a lecture, a newspaper article from the scene of the event, a historical document. A secondary one is information about other information. It can lead you to the primary source. So encyclopedia articles or biographies are this kind of example. Tertiary removes you even further from the original source. It can be like a bibliography or something from the library catalog. You need to know what sources are available. This is important. So you should be aware of the information that you need, its nature, how many times it has been repackaged, where and who do you need to get it from. Do you need popular or scholarly resources? A magazine like People is popular, but a journal like Journal of Cyber Psychology, Behavior, and Social Networking is scholarly. Do you need to find reference sources like books, articles, reference like an encyclopedia, websites, indexes, bibliographies, databases? Sorting through these sources is important so that you will find the best ones for your research need. So let's talk a little bit about Boolean searching. Boolean logic involves the Boolean operators and or not, and then that little asterisk is called truncation. So basically, if you connect words with an and, that will bring up items that only has both of those terms. If you use or in between two words, that will bring anything that has that term or another one. So in other words, you need to capitalize these operators in order for the search engine to understand what you're talking about. Not is bringing up nothing that has reference to what you specify, so only one of the terms that you specify will be present. And then truncation brings up variable words. So, like if you want to look up something about psychology, you could do an asterisk, take off the Y and have an asterisk, and that would bring up psychologize, psychologist, psychology, etc. And then we talk about different terms, and CV stands for controlled vocabulary, and this has to do with the subject headings, descriptors, index terms, authorized terms, and authority files. And this is often what's generated, by the index you're using or by the search engine you're using. Natural language is what we say. So it's just ordinary language. It's the language an author uses. It can be text words, keywords, free text, synonyms. This is often what we use when we're searching in Google. These are just some examples of what I just talked to you about, so you can take some time looking these over. Okay, well, we hope that you already feel more information and cyber literate and are inspired to be lifelong learners and motivate others to do the same. So you can go back to your cyber literacy student guide, and you can do these numbers in any order that you wish, although it might be helpful if you follow the checklist. And we're going to talk about Google News, advanced Google searching, Google Scholar, and Google Alerts. So have fun and enjoy learning all about information. Mahalo!